One labor group opposes the new taxes proposed by the current administration to repay the country's pandemic debts. Private hospitals are now preparing for monkeypox in case the disease reaches Philippine shores. Separate fire incidents hit Metro Manila over the weekend. And the low-pressure area and the southwest monsoon are bringing rainy weather over Mindanao and Palawan. The UAAP is bringing the action to the sands at the Season 84 Men's Beach Volleyball. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Sean Yao. One labor group cries foul over the Finance Department's suggestion to impose higher taxes by next year. Camille Samonte with the report.
Labor Group Kilusang Mayo Uno denounces the recommendation imposing new and higher taxes to pay the country's ballooning debts. KMU Secretary General Jerome Adonis says this will only burden workers and Filipinos.
Hindi talaga namin tatanggapin yung idagdag na buwis dahil hirap na nga ang mga manggagawa na di pa nga namin nakukuha yung dagdag na sweldo na matagal namin ipinaglaban, kakarampot na nga, wala na, kinain na kagad nung bagong inflation rate. Tapos ngayon may panibago pang planong buwis.
Adonis said that the taxes collected by the government are only being used for corruption. This as he notes that government services during the pandemic were not felt by the public.
Maraming nagutom natin mga kababayan. Ang nakakalungkot at ang nakakainis at nakakagalit dito, nangutang sila ng nangutang tapos yung taong bayan yung magbabayad. Asa naman ang justice doon? Hindi, unfair yun.
But if higher taxes are imposed, the group calls on Filipinos to be vigilant in monitoring where their taxes are going. Adonis also warns that this may lead to protests. With this, KMU hopes for change under the presidency of Bongbong Marcos Jr. Adonis said the Marcos administration must finally lay out their plans to the public.
Dapat makita talaga ng taong bayan yan kasi yun yung sukatan eh. Doon natin makikita anong gagawin mo sa loob ng isang taon at yung 6 years. Makikita na natin kung saan ang direksyon ng ating bansa.
Meanwhile, the group believes that incoming Labor Secretary Benny Laguesma is not fit for the position.
Siya yung DOLE Secretary nung panahon ni Pangulong Estrada, no? Yung kanyang patakaran sa DOLE ay hindi nag-improve sa mga manggagawa, mas lalong lumala yung violation sa hanay ng mga manggagawa. Dami ng mga contractual na mga manggagawa, dumami yung mga agency.
They doubt that Laguesma will address their issues such as wage increase and ending labor contractualization. However, Laguesma earlier said that he is open to dialogue with labor stakeholders to tackle these issues. For News 5, Camille Samonte, We Are One News.
Private hospitals are now preparing their wards should the monkeypox virus hit the Philippines. Let's get more details from Faith Del Mundo.
Private hospitals say they are ready for monkeypox should it find its way to the country. That's according to Private Hospital Association of the Philippines President Dr. Jose De Grano.
Naglabas na po ng memorandum ang Department of Health regarding po yung sa lahat pong paghahanda ng mga different agencies. Just in case magkaroon po ng mga kaso, naghahanda na po ang ating mga lahat na local government units, ang ating Department of Health na kung sakali ma-contain po agad natin at nang wag pong mag-spread na kagad.
Speaking at the Laging Handa briefing, De Grano said hospitals are now preparing isolation wards and are on the lookout for anyone presenting symptoms of monkeypox, which includes fever, swollen lymph nodes, rashes, and muscle pains. He added that all cases with the signs and symptoms will be immediately reported to the health department.
Meron man po tayong mga isolation wards. Bagong kaso sa atin to, i-report po agad natin to sa Department of Health. Supportive lang po naman ang ating gagawin. I-isolate and then supportive po ang treatment.
And since there's no vaccine against monkeypox, yet hospitals can only isolate the sick and treat the symptoms of the disease. Meanwhile, hospitals also see a slight increase in COVID-19 admission rates, but Degrano assures that the cases are still manageable. To ensure the safety of health workers, they have also started the rollout of the second dose of booster shots.
Merong slight increase po sa mga admissions pero manageable pa naman po. Hindi po naman po masyadong nababahala sa mga symptomatic ang pagbibigay nitong lalo na po itong second booster dose. Pinaprioritize po din natin siyempre yung mga healthcare workers at saka yung pong mga senior citizens.
But as health authorities keep an eye on monkeypox, restrictions for inbound passengers have eased. Currently, negative COVID tests are no longer required for fully vaccinated travelers with at least one booster dose.
Good news po, loosened na po further ang ating travel restrictions. So ang dagdag po nito, ang bago pong update dun po sa mga fully vaccinated na foreign nationals, meaning na meron na po sa nung primary series nila, yung first and second dose nila, exempted po sila from presenting the RT-PCR prior to departure po from country of origin kung meron na po silang booster. So kung meron po silang booster shot, so naka first and second dose plus booster shot, exempted na po siya. So malaking bagay po ito to really encourage these foreign nationals, yung mga kababayan din po natin na nakatira na po abroad, na umuwi po at bumisita po dito sa Pilipinas.
For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're back on One News now. Fire broke out in two areas in Metro Manila over the weekend. One of these fire incidents happened on Sunday afternoon at a warehouse in Quiapo, Manila. The Fire Bureau says the blaze started in the space for cell phones and quickly spread to the space where plastic and cloth were being stored. The blaze reached fourth alarm by 1:30 p.m. To protect their homes, residents in the area helped responders put out the fire by getting water from the Pasig River. The BFP said that the two fire hydrants found inside the warehouse also helped them in putting out the blaze. No one was hurt from the incident.
Itong Rollis warehouse na to ay nagko-comply sa fire code. No? Ang tataas po ng firewall niya. Mataas po ang firewall niya sa paligid, kaya po bukod doon meron pa pong setback ang mga neighboring pabrika niya pong kasama.
Meanwhile, 3 children were killed while 3 others were injured in a fire that hit a residential building in Quezon City on Sunday. Authorities said the children who lost their lives were aged 9, 8, and 4. Their mother was able to get out alive by jumping from the 3rd floor, along with her 4-month-old baby. Her live-in partner and 13-year-old nephew were also able to make it out of the building alive. Survivors were immediately rushed to the hospital. No other house in the area was affected by the blaze.
Siguro sa kalituhan na rin, sa Taranta na kung may sunog, siguro nga po nandiyan na rin sa harapan nila. Hindi nila naisip na may para-exit pala silang dapat daanan.
And in the weather, the low pressure area initially spotted east of Mindanao is drawing closer to Surigao. At 3 a.m. today, the LPA was spotted about 330 kilometers east of Hinatuan in Surigao del Sur. Pag-asa says it is unlikely that the LPA will develop into a tropical depression. Nevertheless, it is expected to bring rains over the Visayas and Mindanao. Meanwhile, the southwest monsoon or habagat is affecting the western section of Luzon. Pag-asa says that a high-pressure area over the East Philippine Sea is preventing the southwest monsoon from affecting more parts of the country. And UST, LaSalle, and NU secured their slots in the Final Four of the UAAP Season 84 Men's Volleyball Tournament yesterday. DLSU's Noel Campton and Vince Maglinaw took Adamson down to become the first team to reach the Final Four after winning 4 out of their 5 matches in the eliminations. UST and NU joined LaSalle in the Final Four by sweeping their Sunday matches and also going for the 4-1 record. Games will resume on Friday for the last day of eliminations, with UP and Ateneo still in the running for the final playoff spot. And here are the stories to watch out for later today. The current administration will report its accomplishments one last time at the Duterte Legacy Summit. President-elect Bongbong Marcos is scheduled to meet diplomats from the UK, Singapore, and the European Union. And who will Golden State play against in the NBA Finals? We'll find out at Game 7 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals between the Miami Heat and Boston Celtics. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.